At my grandmother's 80th birthday party, my father asked her, "Well, Ma, how does it feel to be an octogenarian?" And she said, "I am not. I'm a hillbilly and I'm proud of it." When I wrote Redneck Rap, I had just returned from a family reunion in the Ozarks, and I was proud of 1/4 of my heritage, and I made a hat that said opossum, the other dark meat. If you watch the Beverly Hillbillies, you'll know that the Beverly Hillbillies were always eating possum. And as for the other dark meat, it was just a play on words, the same as pork, the other white meat. The point is, it would have been better off if I would have dressed up like a caveman or called it a hillbilly rap. The point being that even cavemen and hillbillies are smart enough to know that you ought to read bills before you pass them and do some of the things that Congress is doing now. I am proud that we have elected our first African American president. And if you listen and open your hearts, you will know that I am much more critical of Congress and their leadership than I am of our president. Will Rogers got the nation through the Great Depression with humor and giving them a laugh even though times were hard. In my district, a lot of people are out of work and times are hard. And maybe I don't give them a laugh, but I try. My computer-savvy children pulled my video down without my knowledge, but I am putting it back up. They did not like me being called a racist. Well, I am not a racist, and I don't like being called a racist any more than some people like being called a communist back in the 1950s. It wasn't fair then, and it's not fair now. My choice of redneck was probably bad and gave some people the wrong mindset. So please get that out of your mind and think hillbilly or caveman or something, but enjoy my rap. And remember, even rednecks are smart enough to know that you cannot continue to spend $1.4 trillion each year more than you take in. Thank you. It's a redneck rap from the No Bull Zone. Yo, Barack, my man with a plan, you're laying us low with this czar scam. You promised things would be different, and it looks like they are, but worse wasn't the change people voted for. Don't send them Gitmo killers in our backyard. Send them to the Internal Revenue Service so they can get tortured real hard. The reform government health care, let me tell you where to start. The Veterans Administration should be brought out of the dark. Listen to Sister Kathleen and quit dissing her so hard. She's a left-wing Democrat that knows where the votes are. You're printing all that money, but where's my share? Recovery on Wall Street is raising my hair. Jobs on Main Street, we need recovery there. And what's that card check you're talking about? If even George McGovern hates it, that ain't the route. We want to keep our freedom of speech, God, and guns. So you better tell your left-wing radical friends to just cool it some. I know lining out Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi is a tall order, but talking to little kids ain't your quarter. Taxing CO2 should be taken off the shelf. Tell Al Gore to go make money somewhere else. But your cash for clunkers was the very last card. Now, what's a redneck like me gonna block up in my yard?